to guide our actions, we can put ourselves and our families in different positions. And to facilitate tonight's conversation, I couldn't do it alone, couldn't do it without my family. So I'm proud and pleased to share our presentation platform today with a gentleman who in this industry is literally a trendsetter. He's come through and built one of the largest education teams in the United States. He's well documented for not only what he's done, but what he's taught other people to do, and has a passion for helping people build meaningful business from home. And the best thing about him, if you're in his presence and not having a good time, one of y'all is doing something wrong, because his motto is, if it's not fun, I'm not doing it. So, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are around the country, zooming into this room, help me welcome my baby brother, Chuck Hardon. Chuck, you on the line?
Yes, indeed.
All right.
You okay, bro?
Sir.
Awesome. So thank you so much for that awesome introduction. I definitely have to give it back up to my big brother. I mean, this guy's really what I call a true leader's leader, and always been leading since every memory I have. I've been following him and chasing him down, and he's one of the guys that if I could choose another big brother, he'd still be my number one draft pick every day. Every day, all day. And I apologize, you guys, for the technical difficulties. We know how things work and how things happen, but we are still here getting connected, getting out here and making it happen. When great things about to happen, the devil always go to work, but that don't shake nothing over here, right?
Yeah. Okay, I gotta send it.
So, guys, we're going to jump right into this conversation. I see a lot of new faces, new people jumping on, and I love that. So I only think it's fair that you should know a little bit about the person sharing information with you. So like I said, my name is Chuck Hardon, and we're born and raised right here in Atlanta, Georgia, me and my brother, of course, and we were taught the traditional things on what it takes to be successful. Very simple formula, and I'm sure all you guys heard it before. You're supposed to go to school, get good grades, and go to college. You go to college, get more good grades, so you can go out there and get that good job. And if you work that good job really, really hard, if you're dedicated, show up early and stay late, that you can be wealthy and successful. That's what they taught us, and pretty much that's what I did. After graduating from Tri-Cities High School, I attended Clark Atlanta University, where I got me a degree in business, and I went out and I got that good job. And humbly, I would never complain about anything that me and my wife have. I love to tell people I feel we're very blessed. And I say we're blessed because we had food on the table, cars on the driveway and a roof over our heads. So we're blessed. Because even in America, you guys, the richest country in the world, some people don't even have that. But I did get to the point where the lifestyle had kind of caught up with the income, and no matter how hard I worked, I found myself living check to check, and even some months living check behind the check. All right, so that was very frustrating, but luckily I was in the right place. I was asking the person for the right information, and I was blessed to get involved in the right industry. And more importantly, I got around the right people. People that can really show me and teach me how to build success in this industry. So we're going to have a very similar conversation, all right? But I need you guys to do me a favor as we go through this conversation. Don't judge me, all right? Don't judge the way I dress. Don't judge the country way I talk. I'm from Georgia. I have a southern twang, okay? I know that, all right? But more importantly, judge the information and ask yourself 3 simple questions. Number 1, does it make sense?
Why didn't you join Toastmasters?
Does this conversation make sense in the economy that we're living in right now? Number 2, is it simple? Do we have a process that anyone can follow and take advantage of? And number 3, can you do it? If you can answer yes to all 3 of those questions, we're going to have a great conversation, okay? Because the challenge that we're facing right now is a challenge that we're all in the exact same boat. We're all going through the exact same thing, and I'm lucky to have my brother on the line with us to help me with this conversation because, he's a master at not only articulating information, but also leading people and helping them understand, taking complex things and breaking it down. So as I pull up my slides here, I'm going to ask my big brother to help me facilitate this as we talk about the challenges that we have to overcome. Because what I was taught growing up is something that's very simple, but we live in a different economy right now. And there are 4 challenges that's keeping people from creating financial success. All right, so guys, got to understand this is 4 challenges that you have to overcome, right? And the challenges are very simple, but right now they are intensified. So I'm going to break them down and tell you what they are, and I'm going to let my brother articulate why they're growing at a very fast rate, right? So first one is inflation, right? Inflation is the cost of living increasing every day. The second one are taxes. Okay? The government takes 1/3 of your income off the rip. The fourth one is debt. It's, debt has actually become a part of our general lifestyle that we've accepted. And then, of course, the fourth one is big business, right? Just the way that corporate America programs us to spend money, right? So those are challenges that we have to overcome. But, Rick, why don't you explain to them why these challenges are growing at such a fast rate right now, and the biggest challenge we're going to have even after we get through this social distancing and the pandemic that we're going through?
Well, and I appreciate the opportunity to share a perspective on it, because you think about the cycle that most Americans are caught in every day of the week is what Chuck just walked through. He talked about how a check comes in, gets siphoned off through taxes, inflation, debts, and just the cost of living. But think about where we are right now. We are, for the first time in most adults' lives, in a suddenly deflated economy, meaning price of gas went down for the first. How many of you, for the first time, realized that the price of gas was cheap compared to what your expectations were, and that's never happened to you as an adult? How many of you the first time looking around saying, "Man, gas is cheap. I can fill up for half what I thought." Right?
Right.
Just show me. Let me know. But see, here's what happens: the businesses that drive the economy are price reduction resistant, meaning that's going to bounce back. So the prices, believe it or not, as soon as we get out of this social isolation period, get back on the road, price of gas and fuel and travel, all those things are going up so that shareholders can continue to receive their value. At the same time, many Americans just got a stimulus check from the U.S. government, designed to stimulate the economy by stimulating spending in certain segments of the population. Now, point of fact, the U.S. government only has one source of revenue. What's that?
Taxes.
It's taxes. And every dollar that they spend out eventually will have to be paid back. But they're doing that because the average American doesn't have an actual emergency source of cash. So giving them some cash, but that stimulated spending for the average person results in the last thing is more debt. Now you have people increasing their credit card balances tremendously, being lured by things like forbearance, only meaning that 3 months of payments will be due later. And then the last bastion of safety for the average American, that 401k that many of us were working for our entire careers to build, is also driven by big business. So the stock market takes a dive, so does our opportunity to exit. And I'm not a doom and gloom guy. I'm gonna tell you the stock market is gonna recover. You just gotta ask yourself, how long do you have before you need what's in that 401k? Because if you got 6 figures in a 401k right now, you took a 5-figure hit last month. I don't care who you are.
Yep.
So
I lost, in all transparency, I lost 80 grand in that. Like, it was big. It was big. I didn't even want to look at the account no more. But I am at the age where it will bounce back. I'm only 45. So I know it will eventually bounce back. But most people, or some people that were looking to retire next year, looking to retire in 5 years, they don't have that time. So they're in a situation where they're in a financial challenge, and it's not really even their fault. Okay? Right. So, we didn't talk about the challenges to be, like Rick said, gloom and doom. We didn't do that. We talked about them because if you can look at them, you can address them. And the best way to address them is before they start to compound. Right? Exactly. What most people are doing is sitting back waiting, saying, everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be good. We'll be back to normal tomorrow. Okay, maybe the next day. Okay, maybe next week. It's never going to go back to exactly the way it was. So what you have to do is do some different things, think a little differently, because this is the thing, you guys. Everybody ain't losing. Right? When we talk about it, everybody's not losing. Think about it. Amazon is coming up right now. Yep. If you know someone that ordered some on Amazon last week, give me the thumbs up or raise your hand. Let me know, right? Walmart is coming up. If you find yourself at the grocery store way more often than you used to, give me a thumbs up, right? Just so we can be transparent, okay? So it's a lot of companies. FedEx is coming up. A lot of companies are not challenged at this particular time. What you have to do is analyze everything that's going on and find out how you can capitalize and come out better on the other side. So we have some solutions to help you with that. Yes, indeed, right? So we're going to run through the solutions because very quickly, the first one is one really, really simple. It's a home-based business. You guys, this is the simplest thing ever. And the reason we're saying a home-based business, because guess what? About 75% of the country is at home, like right now. So understand that having a home-based business gives you a benefit. Now, this is the thing. I'm not telling you stop your job. I'm not telling you don't go back to work. I'm telling you to create an additional stream of income. Absolutely. Because we don't live in a down economy. We just live in a new economy. And when you live in a new economy, you have to have new ways of thinking, new ways of growing, and new ways of earning. And having a home-based business allows you to generate money where you are, okay? So there are a few benefits to this. One, it doesn't cost much to get started. It's low cost, right, to have a home-based business. Two, there's high potential for income. It's amazing how the industry of having a home-based business can generate serious income for individuals that run it like a business. And number three, you get tax benefits, okay? Rick just told you, taxes takes the first 1/3 of your income, but since you will have a home-based business, you now get to get tax deductions that are available to you that currently weren't available to most people. It's really simple. For example, because you do have a home-based business, a portion of your home is now tax deductible. That means a portion of your rent or mortgage. That means a portion of your light bill, your water bill, your gas bill, right? Things that you pay for right now, even money you pay your kids, can be tax deductible. The only thing the government requires is that you do it the right way, and we're going to teach you how to do that, and that you track it. And you get an app that you can download to your phone that tracks all the expenses for you, okay? So to keep that concept very simple, as a consumer, you have bills. As a business owner, you have expenses. Expenses are tax deductible. Bills are not. So we simply show you how to take your existing bills and transition them into expenses, right? Now, Rick, this is where the challenge kick in there, because most people say, well, I don't know what kind of business. I don't know how to start a business. I don't know what to do with a business. Why don't you explain to them the best kind of business they can have at this particular time?
And it's one of the things that we were taught growing up. They say that an entrepreneur is a person that solves problems for a large number of people and gets paid for it. And you got to think about the types of problems people have right now. One is they're isolated, and two is uncertain. But we're able to leverage, number one, technology. The ultimate cure for social distancing right now is social media. All the people that were out at the club, at the parties, out at the parks, they're online right now. They're online doing TikTok videos, trying to pass the time, trying to dull their senses. But we have the opportunity to leverage that same technology in a way that we're doing right now to share vital information to help people overcome the thing they're most worried about. I mean, think about it. We had a YouTube video that we posted from StreamYard just a couple of weeks ago where 5,000 people sat in for a 45-minute conversation. 1,000 of them moved to action, and that made hundreds of thousands of dollars flow through the economy. So we're not just on here making videos. We're on social media, leveraging the platforms to make money. I mean, if you're going to be on Instagram and Facebook anyway, why not attach some compensation to it? And then the second is just understanding in an economy, the place that people resort to is education, and specifically specialized education in the area that they're struggling in. And everyone was struggling. I mean, I won't say everyone was struggling. There is not a person that I know that doesn't have some aspect of their life that they wouldn't want to do some level of financial change in, whether it's reducing debt, increasing their cash flow, having more to invest, having their investments make more money, and whatever area it is, we found that providing that specialized education through our unique system, where we do something as simple as what we're doing now. This is me and my brother having a conversation about money and inviting other people to hear it. We explain what we do. And then our systems provide an ongoing financial education to teach the thing that most of us weren't taught in school. Like I went to college, I got degrees in engineering and computer science. You know what they didn't teach me?
What?
Wealth accumulation 101, debt
Yep.
management and elimination 202. None of those things were a part of their program for me. They programmed me to work forever. And now I'm seeking the specialized education I need to work the way that I choose to. And then we have a team of experts, financial experts, that help us execute on our new education. So that whatever area we're facing challenges in is not necessarily a matter of stupidity, it's ignorance. See, ignorance is when you just don't know what you don't know. Stupid is when you know better and do the wrong thing.
Right. Right. So look, you guys. So understand, financial education is the key, and this is the great thing. When it comes to our business, all we do is expose. We don't have to necessarily possess the specialized knowledge, right? We don't have to possess it. We give people access to the experts. So our job is simply to expose, and we do it so many different ways. We have webinars like we're doing right now. We got websites. We got conference calls. So many different ways where we just share information for things that people genuinely need help with, all right? So we partner with a company called MWR Financial, and what they do is they offer a certain type of membership. But what you guys got to understand is all of us on the line right now. Let me just pull back so I can see exactly how many people on the line right now. So we got about 35, 36 people on the line right now. All of us have different backgrounds. All of us have different careers. All of us have different goals, different dreams, but we all have one very common objective, all of us. At the end of the day, no matter what we do for a living, we all want to be successful financially.
Yes, sir.
At the end of the day, right? At the end, so we know we weren't just put here to work, pay bills, and die. If you want to be financially successful, give me the thumbs up, right? You can hit the reaction button if you're not on the camera. Let me see who I'm dealing with, right? Okay, so we got a few people. Okay, we got some people. Okay, some people don't want to be financial. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay, so look, you guys, let me show you exactly what MWR does to help us be set up for financial success. Because this is what I can remember and completely understand. I thought in order to be able to become wealthy, that it was just all based on me. I was like, Chuck, look here. Go out here and make it happen. You can do it, man. You a hustler. You a go-getter. Go out here and earn more. So whenever I found myself struggling, I said, work harder. Just work harder. Just work harder, right? So I had the desire. I had the work ethic. I even had the ability to work harder. But who has ever heard this phrase before? The more you make, the more they take. And it's 100% accurate. So if you can't figure out how to better control, the outgo of what you have coming in, you'll never be able to become wealthy. So what the MWR Financial Edge membership, what they do is they help people in every aspect of what we call becoming financially fit. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to help you increase your cash flow. Increase cash flow. We do that 3 different ways. We're going to help you minimize your taxes. That's one step. Then we're going to help you minimize your debt, step number 2. Then we're going to help you minimize expenses. When those 3 things go down, your cash flow goes up. Now, the question is, how? How do we minimize taxes? Great question. I'm glad you asked. So we got a part of our Financial Edge membership called our Money Max, which is our tax reduction strategy, where you get unlimited access to CPAs, to certified financial planners, to people that are certified with the IRS to help you become tax efficient. Okay, we don't believe in tax evasion. We believe in tax efficiency. So just paying what you owe and not a dime more. Now, one of the strategies they're going to teach you is how to properly adjust your W-4. You might not be familiar with the W-4. You're probably more familiar with the W-2 because you get that back to claim your taxes, right? But if you get a W-2, that means you have a W-4 on file at your job. And the IRS has shared with us that 88% of the country has that form filled out incorrectly. 88%, meaning they're getting more taken out of their paycheck than they're supposed to. So you get a chance to work with an expert with our Money Max system to properly adjust that one W-4 form. And by properly adjusting that form, you can receive what we call an instant pay raise from your job. I mean, you get more money on your existing paycheck. As a matter of fact, since we have some people on the line here, let me see. I'm going to ask someone to give me matter of fact, let me see who can I see here on the line that might be able to give me a testimony. I see one, Miss Vonda Bell. Yes, I see Miss Vonda Bell on the line. Vonda, can you unmute yourself real quick? How you doing today?
How you doing?
Man, I'm doing better than amazing. Miss Bell, do me a favor. I know you got an opportunity to work with it, and you got the proper education on adjusting your W-4. Why don't you give us your testimony of what happened with you and your family once you did that adjustment with the W-4?
Man, Chuck, I didn't know I was leaving so much money on the table. I adjusted my W-4. Probably my first time looking at it since I started teaching almost 20 years ago, to be honest. They made the adjustment for me, and my check increased $800. So I gave myself an $800 raise. Yes, I was super excited.
Okay.
Paid off my debt, bought a new home, and paid off everything in like a year and a half. Yes.
So let me get it straight, so that all of the people listening in can see exactly what happened. So you adjusted your W-4 one time, is that correct? Okay, and then that put an additional $800 per month back into your paycheck.
Yes.
Okay, now let me ask you, did you have to work any more hours to get that $800?
No.
Did you have to sell any product to get that $800?
No, sir.
Did you have to recruit anybody to get that $800?
No recruiting, no.
And it's been $800 ever since?
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you for your testimony. I appreciate it. You're blessing people. Just know you're blessing people. Right? Exactly, you guys. So look, that is how you minimize your taxes. Put that money back to work for you. Now think about this, you guys. Think about, do you know someone that can use an additional pay raise from their job right now with just one of the strategies, okay? Now strategy number 2 is to minimize your debt. Now, our Equity Max system is our debt elimination software. This program calculates how they can help you become 100% debt-free. And all you have to do is input all of your debt into the system, not just your credit cards. We're talking about credit cards, mortgages, car notes, student loans, medical bills, anything that can be paid off. You put it into the system, and they're going to systematically show you how to pay it down and pay it down in a reduced time frame. And I'm not saying just taking a 30-year mortgage down to 25 years. You can take a 30-year mortgage down to 12 years, down to 8 years. Imagine a day that just imagine if you earned the exact same amount of money that you make right now, but you didn't owe anybody anything. How much easier is life right then? Right there, like immediately. Like the new free is debt free. And I know, Rick, I know you really use the strategy that they use called debt snowballing that comes with that they do in the calculator. How'd that work when you just started kind of implementing that into your life after you got that adjustment with your W-4? Because I know you got a big back too.
I mean, and it's one of those things. It's actually miraculous if you apply the strategy. Meaning, I'm probably like everybody else here. I had some bills that I accumulated through life doing what they said you should do. Got a house, had a mortgage, had kids, became students, gained student loans, had some credit cards. Matter of fact, we got like 6 figures in student loans. Yeah, so when a mortgage pays off, you at least have a house. When a student loan pays off, that degree look just the same, bro. But anyway, using the strategy, I took the money that I got from the Money Max process, added that to what I was already paying, spread it out through all the bills, and the plan helped me focus. Because if I stayed on my creditor's plan, I'd be in debt till 2044. That's 24 years until I paid everything off on their plan. Equity Max helped me put together a plan, taking advantage of what I already was paying, right? Where I'll pay off everything. The mortgages on all 3 houses, all the student loans in 8 years. And it'll save me $250,000 in interest. But even better than that, the proof is that first year of implementation, I've already paid off $67,000. 57 of that was credit cards. So we got 0 balance credit cards. Like I asked with my real voice, like, yeah, this Richard. No.
No, Richard not here. Awesome. Okay, so look, I know all you guys are sitting there thinking like, okay, that's a great program because again, the new free is debt free, but that's how we minimize your debt. Now let's talk about minimizing expenses. And the most consistent way to minimize your expenses is to increase your credit. Because when your credit score goes up, your interest rates go down. Mm-hmm. Yes, they go down, right? And we have a Credit Max, which is our credit restoration program. Notice it's not credit repair. Credit repair is like putting a Band-Aid over a broken bone. Credit restoration is actually going to help you rebuild and enhance your credit. And all you do is put your information into the system, and the experts do the work, not you, the experts, right? And because they're experts and this is what they do and this is what the company's been doing for way over 20 years, our Credit Max company, they've been doing this over 20 years. They get phenomenal results. As a matter of fact, I'm picking on 2 or 3 people right here. Matter of fact, Miss Coco, how you doing? I see you on there, Miss Coco. How are you? Could you unmute yourself real quick for me?
Hey, Chuck, how's it going?
Man, I'm doing just better than amazing, I know we talked the other day, and we're talking about you using the Credit Max system. Why don't you let everybody know kind of what they're able to do for you when you start using the Credit Max system?
Well, when I first joined, I signed up for the logging into the Credit Max system. I was instructed to download my 3 credit reports, uploaded that, and they did all the work. I actually forgot that I even uploaded the information. And next thing I know, my credit report went up, my credit score went up 60 points, and that was just under 2 months. So
just under 2 months, you got a 60-point jump in under 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So look, you guys, think of how many people that you know that need that. How many people that you know that need a help just getting their credit boosted up just a little bit, right? And we got so many more testimonies and stories of people having success using the Credit Max system. And then, of course, my favorite part of our whole program is our Wealth Max. This is the game changer, you guys. This is game changer because I was blessed in this industry and I figured out how to make money, but I never understood how to create wealth. But we heard this growing up. You shouldn't work for money, but you should have money working for you, right? So our Wealth Max is our wealth generation program where they teach you about different types of investing, not just investing in the stock market. We know the stock market is good, but we all know what happened to the stock market 2 weeks ago. They teach you things like the private reserve account. They teach you things like land banking, places to put your money where not only where it can grow, but it can grow tax-free, right? I'm giving you a little more details about that a little later on, but understand, you guys, most people that we know, and I always tell people, think about people that you know, not just you. I'm sure you can use what we offer, but there are people that you know that can benefit from this particular program. That's why we're such a viable business. Everyone you know needs at least 2 of the 4 strategies that we offer in our membership. Everyone. So we're not trying to put people into a situation where they're buying a lotion or potion or something that won't benefit them or something they might not need in the future. Everyone needs financial education. And as our economy changes, our programs can change and adjust based on the information that we share, right? But even though we went through all that, I know everybody's looking at the screen and saying $228 is the investment. $228 and $119 a month. You're right. That's what it is. It's $228. But guess what? That's all it is.
Right.
That's all it is, right? For all the information we're going to share, it's not like it's hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you're going to get a college education in tax reduction strategies, you're going to pay thousands of dollars. If you're going to get a college education in credit repair and all the things that it does, I'm sure it will cost thousands of dollars. It's only $228 to get you access and only $119 a month. But let me help you guys with that because the $228 is probably not the problem. I'm sure all of you guys can see value in that. It's the $119 a month that you're nervous about, right? Because you're saying to yourself, well, Mr. Hardon, I want to reduce my expenses, not increase them. I got you. Let me help you with this because the word you're missing on the screen is invest. This is an investment. It's not spending money, it's investing money. Because when you invest in something, you're expecting a return on that investment. And if your return is higher than your investment, then you're in a win situation. So let me just help you guys with this really quickly, right? So we just had Ms. Vonda right? She gave her example that she adjusted her W-4 and she got back $800 a month. Because she has a home-based business, because she has access to the experts and they showed her how to maximize that home-based business, she gets $800 a month back. Now, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. I'm going to let you know. My brother was the smart one in the family. All right, I'm going to let you know. That was not my gift, right? But I do know if I can pay $119 this month and I can get back $800 next month, that's a win-win situation all day. Okay, so understand if you look at it that way, and it's not just myself, my brother, or Vonda just having that type of success. We have several other people that benefit from the program, and I believe that documentation be conversation every day. So I'm gonna give you guys a little more documentation. If you go, or if you're on Facebook, if you go visit Facebook, go to MWR Financial Testimonies. MWR Financial Testimonies. It's a fan page. You will see hundreds of people with testimonies about what the membership has been able to do for them, right? So when you do your research, do all the research, okay? Right, like Ms. Rhonda Robinson, she said, I'm so excited 2 months ago I received an instant pay raise of $400 a month. Do you think she's worried about paying $119? Okay. This young lady increased her credit score from 356 all the way up to 763 in about 3 months. 3 months. She's only 19 years old, okay? Well, that's my credit score over to the side over there. I had a good credit score. I was around 740, 750, but now I'm up to 805, and then currently I'm at 815. I just like to put the 8 up there. It just looks really nice to have an 8 on the credit score, right? And then we're going to talk about the private reserve account. Now, I'm going to let my brother really explain this process to you guys because he actually went through the process of already setting up his private reserve account and maximizing the land banking. So, Rick, why don't you share with him kind of how that process worked when it came to setting you up for better, to have your money grow better and safer for you?
So, I mean, and it's a combination of things. One of the things is just having the education. It turns out that private reserve accounts have been in existence as products for 40 or 50 years. It's just typically you have to be at a very high income to even be educated about them, meaning most houses will still send you towards things like a 401k where you have to share the risk with the market. With a private reserve account, you get the opportunity to grow when the market grows, but to lose nothing when it drops. So a steady growth is the number one rule of investing for accumulation is don't lose money. So now you're in a new situation. And as a private reserve account, you get to act as your own bank. Meaning what the bank does when we deposit money is they loan it out at high interest rates and then pay us on the difference. Well, now you get to be your own bank. So as I accumulate assets here, I can borrow money from myself, still have the account grow as if the money's there and pay myself back. Having the keys to your own bank grows tax-free in terms of your withdrawals, and there's no, there's very few limits on how much you can accumulate here. So it's a powerful offset to just having 100% of your eggs in one basket that you do not control. And then with land banking, you and I both started as real estate investors. I think I bought my first rental property in 2002, so that's almost 20 years.
Yep.
With land banking, we get the opportunity to own land in the path of growth with no toilets, no tenants, and no 10:59 p.m. phone calls. It grows on average 27% a year. And again, tax deferred growth. Think about the thing that's attacking your money every day and think about growing your wealth bucket shielded from those things and having a way to reasonably diversify, to have some money in stocks and bonds, to have some money that grows without shrinking, and then to have land with no toilets, no tenants, no 10:59 p.m. phone calls.
That's true. Okay, so this is what we have to do, guys, understand, because we keep saying that this is a business, right? So, of course, you get an opportunity to help other people get involved and get access to the membership. That is our business, right? But MWR pays us, and they pay us very well just for sharing this information with people, just for exposing them. And this is the great thing. They don't even have to be in your city or in your state. My organization grows in about 12 different states, I think 13 different states now. And I hadn't left Georgia once. Okay? So because we have technology like this, because we have social media which connects us all across the world, everyone in this country needs our membership. And they get a chance to hear about it coming from you. Okay? So they pay us 10 different ways. I'm not going to explain all 10. I'm going to explain 4, and then we're going to roll. Because if you like these 4, just know everything else is gravy on top of that. All right? So let me get up the screen that shows the pay plan when it comes to how we make money with MWR. So the first thing that we do is we have what's called a momentum bonus. Rick, why don't you explain to them the momentum bonus? I know you got a few of these when you got started.
So the momentum bonus is simply honoring the law of the universe. It says that momentum loves speed. And the faster, because here's how this business grows. We grow by word of mouth. The faster you share the excitement that you have, the more quickly your business grows, creates momentum. So let's say for the sake of this conversation, you knew myself, Angela Johnson, and Chuck Hardon. It's safe to say we get in business with you. We're already in business. So we get started as partners in our own business. And just for you sharing the information with us, helping us launch effectively, doing that with some intensity in your first 30 days, company pays you $150 up front.
Mm-hmm.
Then they get even more intense in their bonus efforts, because if you help us identify 3 other people that get started in their own business, the company pays you $450. Matter of fact, if you don't help us, but they do it anyway, they pay you $450. And then over the course of 90 days, if you just help everybody duplicate success, pays $900, overall $1,500 in bonuses in your first quarter of business, in addition to building a team with leverage. Now, Chuck, before we go on, we got to address the elephant in the Zoom.
Elephant in the Zoom, I like it.
About me finding three to find 3 and saying, man, I heard about them things. That's a pyramid. I went to college.
Yep. That's what they said.
Somebody said it, so let's just say it out loud right now and address it.
That sounds like one of them pyramid things. Yep, I know. And it's the reason I know somebody said it, is because when I saw this business model for the first time, I said the exact same thing. I said the exact same thing, right? Because this is what I heard, and this is what I was taught growing up. I was taught you got to start at the bottom, work your way to the top. If anyone has ever told you that before, I want you to give me the thumbs up. Let me know who we're talking to. You ever heard that before growing up? Right.
Matter of fact, type it in the chat. Start at the bottom. That's what they said, right?
That's what they said, right? You got to start at the bottom, work your way to the top. Every teacher, every manager, every supervisor always said, Chuck, you got to start at the bottom and work your way to the top. I met one millionaire, one. He said, Chuck, we're going to start at the top and we're going to build your bottom. Now, who should I listen to? That just made sense. And if you think about it, every successful business or people that you know that you look up to started that exact same way. It was Bill Gates and 2 of his friends. It was Mark Zuckerberg and 3 of his college roommates. And now they sit on top of billion-dollar companies. So if you can get your mind around that concept that you get a chance to finally start at the top. We all start at the exact same place. You get the exact same, and you can build it as large as you like with no limitation.
No limits.
Right? If you get that concept going, this can grow into a huge business for you, right? So we just talked about the first way we get paid with our momentum bonus. Let's talk about the next way we get paid. This is actually my favorite way. It's called daily guarantee. Keyword, guarantee. Who in the room, if you like guarantees in your life, just give the hands up. Who likes a guarantee, right?
Guarantee.
Daily guarantee. This is how it works. The company will compensate you based on the size of your organization, and they will guarantee you'll make at least a certain amount of money every single day. Every day. Now, that guarantee starts at $5 a day, and it grows all the way to $1,000 per day based on the size of your organization. Now, let me give you an example because I love to underpromise and overdeliver. Right? Rick, my brother just said, let's just say you sponsor 3 people to get your momentum bonus, right? in our organizations, you can see on the screen, you have group points based on your daily guarantee. One person in your organization counts for 3 points. So with those same 3 individuals that got you your first momentum bonus, you now qualify for the daily guarantee because 3 times 3 equals 9. You have 9 group points. So now you qualify for the $5 a day daily guarantee.
$5.
Now, I know $5 won't retire anybody watching this live right now. It won't. But let's keep $5 in perspective. Because if you take $5 and you multiply by 30 days, that's $150 a month. Let me ask you a question. Would it help on top of what you're already doing?
Yes.
Would it help?
It's extra.
Right? That's additional income above and beyond what you get from your job right now. That doesn't include the money that you get from your instant pay raise. Not even included. Okay? Now, let's continue to grow the business because the points grow as your organization grows. So let's say you now have 12 people in your organization. 12 times 3 is 36. According to my chart, 36 points gets you $20 per day. $20 times 30 days is $600 per month. We just changed somebody's life right then. Right then. $600 a month of additional income above and beyond what you get from your job right now. Simple question. Would it help?
Now, Chuck, back it up and break that down. You got to make sure they understand the statistics from the U.S. Bureau of Labor and Statistics did say that in 2019, 85% of the bankruptcies that happened in the U.S. could have been prevented with an extra $500 a month.
That's it.
So
an extra $500 a month.
We're not saying it even retires anybody, but it's on top. It's added to your strategy to create more cash flow. Oh, and you got examples of people at different levels.
Oh, yeah, we do. So if you're looking at the screen right here, you guys, this is Lieutenant Colonel Larry Stewart. He's currently a lieutenant colonel in our military right now. He loves his country. He loves protecting his country, but he also understands that one stream of income is not enough. So now he's currently earning $30 a day of daily guarantee above and beyond what he gets from his salary from the U.S. government, right? And it's not just him. We have Miss Yaz Anders. She's one of the rock stars on the team. She's a rock star entrepreneur. She is phenomenal in the real estate game and teaching people how to flip houses and build additional income. But she brought that same energy to MWR, I think, for the main reason of a daily guarantee. Because as entrepreneurs and owning businesses, you know your best deal is your next deal, not your last. So to have some consistent income coming in between deals being closed, gives her some breathing room, gives her some opportunity to do some things different, right? We have Mr. Richard Greer. He's retired. He's 73 years old. But he now earns an additional $30 a day, daily guarantee, working with MWR, right? He started a movement called Seniors on the Move. So again, it doesn't matter how old you are when it comes to generating additional income. This is another entrepreneur right here, Miss Kim Flim. She's one of the leaders on the team. She's getting another $20 a day. Right, Mr. Charles Ivory, he's getting $100 a day. I think he just got increased to $150 a day, additional income. Okay, so the thing I love about the daily guarantee, you guys, this is something you can count on. Right now, let's keep moving because we got some other things. That's just 2 ways we get paid. This is number 3. You have a vehicle or mortgage payment. Vehicle or mortgage payment based on the size of your team. The first tier is $500 a month. The second tier is $1,250 a month. And the top tier is $3,000 per month of additional income. So look, this thing I love to share with you guys. People are really earning this thing. Like this gentleman here, you know, he's already qualified for the $500 a month car bonus. You know, not only does he have the swaggeristic, you know, tailor-made custom shirt, jacket with the pink lavender. I'm just kidding. Right? But again, I'm showing you this because it can be done, right? This young lady, Miss Christy Howard, She's already qualified for the $1,250 car bonus. And, of course, one of my good friends, Mr. Brian Bean, known this guy since I was in first grade, right? He's already qualified for the $3,000 a month car bonus. So think about this, you guys. We've been working with this company for 6 months. 6 months, all right? And then this last part we're going to show you guys is the presidential bonus. This is mind-blowing. They're going to pay you an additional bonus based on the size of your team. It starts at $500 a month, and it grows all the way to $100,000 per month of additional income. And this is why I like to show you guys the money and really just break this down, because I know that some of you guys are looking at this particular webinar, getting on a Monday at 10 o'clock at night. Some of you guys are looking for some additional income. That's all you need. An extra $300, an extra $600 a month, that would change your life, and that's all you're looking for. As you can see, you can find that in our comp plan. But some of you guys are looking for replacement income, meaning because of what just happened here in the past 2 months, you might have lost your job, or more important, your job might have lost you, but you need to replace that income. You can still find it in our compensation plan. But then you have some of us that are looking for extraordinary income. And as you can see, when you can earn up to $50,000 a month, $100,000 a month, it's available in our comp plan. So whatever you're looking for, whatever you need, you can find an option for that additional stream of income right here with what we're doing. And the best part about it is they pay us for helping other people. Oh, that's a phenomenal thing. And then, of course, we do have training to help you guys get through this, right? Rick, kind of explain to them, because, of course, we went through a training process. We weren't born like this. Well, we was kind of born, cute and everything. But, I mean, just the fact of we weren't born, knowing all this information, right? Let's talk about the training.
And, it's one of the remarkable things about the specific movement that we're a part of, the work that we're doing with Power Builders and the Extra Digit movement. They say that knowledge is power, but it's actually applied knowledge that's power. And one of the things that we practice is a system of not just duplication. We're not asking anyone to just depend on the person that invited them to this call to know everything, or for you on your first day to teach everything. We teach people step for step, word for word, first, how to apply the strategies. Second, how to invite people appropriately. And third, how to follow up, to build a system through online events like we're doing right now. When we get back to our new normal, we'll be back doing live events where we teach people not just how to get in the game, but how to change the game. That was a game changer slide that Chuck was talking about now. And then we do the most important form of mentoring mastery, which is, number one, you get to watch people do a thing. Then you get to watch them and help them do it. Then you get to do it and they watch and help you. And then you go out and do it with other people. That's how you get mastery through mentorship. Because I want you to think about something right now. I want you to look at the person that invited you to this webinar, even on. What is that person doing right now? Nothing. Chilling.
Absolutely nothing.
They're listening to and learning a presentation as it goes on, and at the same time building their business. They're learning and earning at the same time. Does that make sense?
Definitely.
They're leveraging our experience, our expertise, and then they'll be doing this sooner down the road. And they'll all be better than us.
100%. 100%, you guys. So the training is key, you guys. I never tell people, don't get in and think you know everything. It's always good to start from the beginning so you can learn a thing, do a thing, then you can teach a thing. I call it getting lit. My daughter used that word, but I took that word from her. She called it being lit. So I say lit means learn, implement, then teach. You learn it, then you implement it for yourself, then you can teach it. All right? So we can have a whole lot of fun on this call. You know, we've been on here for a second and want to just thank everybody for getting on, but there are always three kinds of people that get on calls like this. The number 3 person says, Mr. Hardon, it looks good, it sounds good, but it's not for me. And that's okay. It's not for everybody, right? We know it's not for everybody. So I want to thank you just for getting on, but I also want you to thank the person that invited you out, because they saw something they genuinely thought could help you and your family, regardless of whatever your situation is. They saw something that could be a benefit for you. That's why they invited you on. But since you showed up, that shows a certain type of integrity of the kind of person that you are. So because you are that kind of person, I'm sure you know people that need help with their credit. I'm sure you have a sister, cousin, brother, sorority sister that would love or need an instant pay raise right now. Give a referral to the person that invited you to the line, right? Because we are in the blessing business. And my mentor taught me a blessing is not a blessing unless you can give it away. This is one of the things you can give away. The number 2 kind of person says, it looks good, it sounds good, but I really just want to use the membership. I'm really not into the, the whole daily pay thing. I don't quite believe that's going to work. But if you can help me pay off my debt and give me an instant pay raise, I need that. If that's you, I want to say congratulations, and I'm going to give you a discount. So if you just want the membership, the Money Max, Equity Max, Credit Max, and Wealth Max, just the membership, it's only $79 to get started and $79 to maintain. So get back with the person that invited you out and shoot them a text. Just shoot them a text and put in $79, right? They're going to send you a link to go ahead and get your membership set up tonight. That means they can start working on your credit tomorrow. That means you can get your instant pay raise before your next paycheck, all right? Then we have the number 1 person. The number 1 person says, man, I love it. I love everything you're talking about, and I need a consistent daily guarantee for more money coming in. If that's you, I want to say welcome to the family and welcome to the team, because you are just like us, right? Just like us and the hundreds of thousands of people across the country that's part of this wealth movement. We're not just a business. We are a movement that's creating wealth for a lot of people. So get back with the person that put you on the line. They're going to send you a link. Just shoot them a text and put it in 228. They're going to send you a link so you can get your business set up tonight. And because you started your business tonight, you get to write off the bills you're paying in the month of April. Because you starting your business tonight, you get to write off the miles you drive in your car tomorrow. Get back with them. Let them know they're also going to get you a game plan so we can have you set up to start earning your daily guarantee by next week. All right, so we want to be sure you got a good game plan on how we're going to work together. All right, so Big Brother, anything else you want to share with the people while we got them on the line?
You know what? I just want to make sure everybody's clear on process. I don't think there's anything else to add. But if you think about a way where we get paid to help people come through some of the darkest times ever and come out on the other side better. See, I believe how life is right now won't always be this way. Some people are gonna come out of the whole quarantine process with a master's in Netflix and chill. Some people are gonna come out never again having bills. Just decide which one you are.
Decide which one you want. Well, you guys, that is it for us. So definitely get back with the person that put you on the line. My name's Chuck Hardon. On behalf of myself and my big brother, Mr. Richard Hardon, we are the Power Builders. Yes. And we're empowering you so you can empower everything around you. We're going to see you guys on the beaches of the world, to see you at the bank, whichever one come first. Talk to y'all soon. Peace out.